Well, hello, it's me, Charlene. Have you ever been just looking around on YouTube for, maybe something in particular, maybe just for anything? Well, I was doing that one day, and I think I was playing games on my computer. Anyways, I had YouTube going in the background, and a lot of times it's cooking videos. Well, what caught my attention was this lady said, make dinner roll kits with her. And I was like, dinner roll kits? That could be interesting. Well, if you don't know, I'm kind of a beginner prepper, I guess. I like to keep stuff that is shelf stable. So when I heard dinner roll kits, I thought, ooh, that could be interesting. So I watched the video, and hers came out, her dinner rolls came out beautiful. And so I thought, well, I gotta try this. So I didn't make up the kits right away. I went ahead and I made the recipe, and it's done in the bread maker if you have, or bread machine if you have one. But she also gives directions for everything by hand. So I used my bread maker, my bread machine, and oh my goodness, those rolls were so good. My granddaughter happened to come over at the time, and she stole them all. Well, most of them. But they were so good. So a few days later, I thought, well, I wonder if that was just a fluke. So I made the dough again. But this time, I made half of the dough into the rolls and half the dough into a loaf of bread. Both turned out beautiful. So I'm going to show you how I did that. Well, I'm not going to show you how to make the dinner roll kits because that's not my recipe. That's her recipe. And if I can figure out how to do it, I will link her video below in the description box. I might have to get my granddaughter to show me how. So let's get started. I do need to get one thing more. I've got everything laid out here except for one thing, and I'll go get that real quick. Okay, I'm back. Let's get this going. Oh, let me fix it where you can see what I'm doing. Okay, in my bread maker pan, I'm going to put 1 cup plus 1/4 cup of warm water. I forgot one more thing. Hang on. So much for being prepared, huh? Okay, that was 1 1/4 cup warm water. 1 egg. Well beaten. Okay. And a couple tablespoons of oil. Okay. That's it for the wet ingredients. This is the kit. Okay, it gets pretty well packed in there, so I'm going to kind of break it up as I dump it in my pan. Kind of floof it up a little bit. And there we go, and I'm going to refill this because, like I said, this stuff turns out real good. Okay, I'm going to make a little well in the corner because this is what my bread maker manual says to do. And then I'm going to put in my tablespoon of yeast. Now, in her video, she has you just go ahead and put the yeast in the jar. I don't do that because I like to keep my yeast in the refrigerator. Okay, now all I have to do is put this in my bread maker. I'll bring you over here with me. Okay, that clicked. Put that down. Close this. Oh, I haven't plugged it in yet. That might help, you think? Okay. Let's see. Okay, I'm going on white and dough. And start. Okay, and I don't know if you can see it or not, but it says 1 hour and 50 minutes. So in 1 hour and 50 minutes, we'll take that out. We'll form it into our rolls or bread or whatever we're going to do. I think I might do half and half again. Okay. But while that's cooking, get some of this out of my way here. Forgot to wipe my spoon off when I after I put oil in it before I used it for my yeast. So I had to put the yeast in there. Okay. Clean this up a little bit. And I'll be back to show you what we're making next. Okay. First thing I'm going to do, well, I guess I should tell you what we're making. We're making breakfast. That's all I know to call it. Breakfast. So, spray your pan well. And then crack some eggs in a bowl. I'm actually doing this for meal prep, so I'm going to do 15 eggs. I'm not going to make you watch me crack all. last one, you gotta crack the normal way. Okay. And then I just take a fork and beat these up real good. If I was going to do this in my muffin pan, I would just spray my muffin cups real good and then crack an egg into each one of them. Or you could do it this way too. Okay. I think those are beat up pretty good. Okay, so pour those into your pan. Next thing I'm gonna do is get a cutting board and a knife. It's been open for a little while, so the ends got dried out. Okay. And then I'm just going to cut this into rounds. And I've got 3 of these. See? Okay, so I'm not going to make you watch me cut those up either. Okay, so I got that all cut up. And just put it on top of my eggs. And then I wiped off my cutting board and my knife. And now I'm just gonna get another fork. Now I'm going to take some mushrooms. And I like them a little bit smaller than what they are there, so I'm gonna chop those up a little bit. Okay. Sprinkle those around real good. And now I am done with this. So into the sink it goes. Okay. guess I should have kept that fork after all. Oh, forgot one more thing. Okay. Got to put me some seasoning in here, so I've got some garlic. Not going crazy with it today. Got some onion. And if you want to, you can totally use fresh and just kind of cook it down a little bit before you put it in here. And I do not use this very often, but instead of putting salt in here, I'm going to add a little flavor with some celery salt. Oops. A little too much flavor there. So I'm going to stir that. Oh, wait. I got one more thing to add. Okay. Can't forget pepper. Now I'm going to mix it up. Okay. There we go. Oh, I should have had my... Okay, y'all. I should not be getting this forgetful yet. I mean, good grief. Okay. Preheat your oven to 350. And I say 350 because I read instructions when I buy new cookware, and this one said not to cook it higher than 350. So I'm setting my oven to 350. You know what? I forgot something else. Cheese. Oops. That was a mushroom. And more cheese. And mix it one more time. Kind of spread those sausage rounds out. That's my bread maker making so much noise. Okay. Okay, so once my oven preheats to 350, I'll stick this in there for about 25-30 minutes until it's all set. And then I'll show you how it turns out. Be right back. It's done. So I just took it out of the oven, so I'm going to let it sit here for 10-15 minutes, cool down a little bit. Then we'll cut into it. Okay. We're going to, like I said, we're meal prepping this breakfast. Mostly for my brother, because he likes his breakfast bowls. It doesn't look like there's a whole lot in there, but it's pretty thick, so that's a good 3 eggs. Yeah. At least 3 eggs. That was probably 5 eggs there. Okay. Now I gotta let those cool completely before I put the lids on them. Otherwise they'll, get kind of yucky. So in the meantime, I'm going to taste this myself. Clean fork. Yep, that'll do. Okay, still got a ways to go for the breads though. Really? Okay, y'all. Here we go. They kind of look funny, but they should work just fine for sandwiches. And these, oh, I can't wait to eat some of those with my supper tonight. Okay. That's it. We've made breakfast and we've made some breads. So, there you go. You guys should try this. This is delicious. See you next time. Bye.